Yes, thank you for joining us on another episode of Sports Wave. This is your producer Byron alongside the other producer Mauricio.
What's good? How we doing today? Sports
How you
Wave.
doing, bro?
Producer Mauricio.
And we got our co-host Enzo.
Yes, sir.
And we got our other co-host Manny.
Damn, bro, you see the flair in his voice?
So it's a co-host
It's
or are we the
like,
host?
Our host.
You guys are co-hosts to each
Y'all
other.
the co-host, motherfuckers.
We're the producers, bro.
good
We the
producers.
hosts. Yeah, we're the hosts.
Well, you guys are co-hosts to each
Anywho.
other. You know that?
Yeah, so but
yeah.
that's what we should be calling each other. Not.
Yeah.
We should be our host.
It's
host.
just our host.
But anyway, man, it's a crazy weekend
crazy
in
world we
sports,
live in.
bro.
Yeah.
NBA, fucking.
It's been filled of craziness, bro. There's so much to get into, to break down, and it's difficult where to start. But I think one of the ones that we just got to break down right away is the Trevor Bauer situation. You know, he got a 2-year suspension from the by the MLB.
Mhm.
Even though he was acquitted.
Acquitted.
Yeah, by the courts.
There's no criminal charges.
MLB
there any
decided
civil?
to give him a 2-year.
He's actually filed a civil case
For
against
defamation?
her. Yeah.
Or MLB.
Yes.
And against a lot of media people.
But at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, there was a third girl, right, that came out.
She's saying she's
Um,
willing to testify in the appeal that he's supposed to have.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she's willing to testify against him,
In
correct?
the appeal, yeah.
All right. So a third girl has come forward regarding the situation and saying that she was also mistreated by him. So now it's 3 girls in total saying this.
Oh.
3
So-
girls, 1 pitcher.
Interesting. But it's like when it's a crazy situation, and also the fact that I forget how much the Dodgers guaranteed him in money, so it's like how are the Dodgers also gonna try to pay him, and how are they gonna slow down that payment because they're stuck with that contract of his.
Man, these teams find ways, man.
No, I'm sure they're probably gonna make it in a 10-year span or 20-year span, to pay less. But it's just they're still stuck with that contract though, because then in baseball the money's guaranteed.
Facts.
So
They just stretch it out because I think there was this one guy from the Mets that was still getting paid until like 2015. He got like a crazy deal. Benny something, I think his name was. Fuck, I forgot his name, but he was from the Mets. And Bonilla, I think Benny Bonilla.
never heard of him, but
Let me look him up right now.
all right, go for it, man. See if you can
Because
get
this guy, it's like kind of like how Lua Dang they stretched out the money.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That type of deal. The MLB.
And then Lakers barely got out of that one.
exactly.
I believe like last year. If
I
I'm
think
not
so,
mistaken.
bro. Benny Bonilla, I think, was getting paid from. Let's see. Let me see. I think is this him? Is that his name? For the Mets player.
I got you on that right now.
All right.
But the point is that right now,
Yeah,
that's
please.
the 2-year suspension is like it's really like a
Bobby
2.5
Bonilla.
2.5 years, something like that. He's for sure not gonna play with the Dodgers again.
No.
But it also just he's
Because that was the other question: is like, can his team play with him? Can his coach take him back? And then with
nobody
this whole
nobody has
situation-
came out and been like
Yeah.
give him a chance, nothing. And it's,
All right,
it's
check
he's
this
already
out.
he's already missed 1 year, so another 2 years on his. I don't know what team will pick him up either.
So
Yeah.
check this out.
'Cause he's out of form.
Not just that, but it's like if they sign him, for example, he can't play for 2 years.
Yeah.
So we'll see how his appeal goes too. But go for Enzo.
Former All-Star Bobby Bonilla, who last played in 2001, has become the face of the July 1 payday. As a part of the deferred salary arrangement, that's what we're talking about, they're going to have to defer their salary. The New York Mets have paid Bonilla to touch more than $1.9 million, to be exact, each July since 2011.
Until 2035.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Just to
That's crazy.
stretch that fucking contract out because it's guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the Dodgers are gonna have to do something like that.
for sure, but it's just gonna be for 2 years because I mean, hopefully he still stays in shape and they just bring him back.
No, I don't think he's.
Nah, I
Not
don't
coming back,
think-
no.
I mean, if you think about it, you just put the
A
organization.
white male can't come back.
You put the organization in a bad. I think he pitches again.
If he was
just
a
not
black
for the
male, you think he
Dodgers.
would come back? Oh, I mean, I can see.
I think he pitches again, just
But
not for
then
the
if
Dodgers.
that happens, that means the other team will pick up that contract. The
Mhm.
Dodgers don't pick him
And
up.
this has happened to the Dodgers before. Last time we talked about Aroldis Chapman, and he had a domestic violence case when he was a free agent, and the Dodgers picked him up, but then they decided not to sign him. And that same year, he signs with the Cubs, and the Dodgers lose to the Cubs in
World Series?
the
in the
the
division.
conference. in the conference right before
NLCS.
the NLCS.
Was that the year the Cubs won it?
Exactly.
Mm,
So
interesting.
that could also bite us in the ass where Trevor Bauer goes to somewhere like the Padres, and then it comes back and we
Because
face them.
he's hell of a pitcher.
Oh, for
I
sure.
mean, he's a hell of a
But it's
pitcher.
funny because more and more now that I see his face and I see and like I guess at least the pictures they put when they like have the headlines and stuff,
Mhm.
I'm like,
You can see that fool being like
you
that.
look a little
Like a
sus,
little
my guy.
sus.
Really?
Like,
Let me show me
he
a
looks
photo.
a little
Okay, give me a sec.
violent.
Yeah, I'll bring it up right now.
He looks a little violent.
Yeah, right now.
I mean,
And then anytime I hear the number Trevor, it reminds me of the character from GTA. So and that fool was like overly aggressive.
Yeah, if it was funny.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it's usually the ones that
While you're looking for that, can you tell me of like how the Yankees fans made fool of themselves?
So there was a game that they had against the Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for a video so you guys can see what I'm talking. So you guys don't see what I'm talking about real quick.
Me asustaste, brother.
I know. Scared me too. I was like, what's
I
going
touched
on?
the mic and that happened. I was like, oh shit, what I do?
So this is what happened. Cleveland Guardians, by the way, they're no longer the Indians.
Guardians is what they named them?
Guardians
Yep.
of the Cleveland Galaxy.
What?
Interesting.
So they threw beer cans basically at the outfield players.
Where did they start throwing it?
Right here when this hit, because it goes towards the outfield.
Oh, because you didn't catch it.
But these are Yankee fans. Remember, we're there in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, and they hit the visiting team on purpose.
Oh. Damn, he looked like that's a concussion.
I know, bro. He looked like he just hit it hard.
Ouch.
And then right here is when they when they throw something. Watch, just watch.
Hits him in the head? Shit. Can you? I wanted to hear his reaction.
Oh, you did? I just wanted to see where like they threw the beer cans.
Right.
So Mercado.
So
and
Quan is
Strauss-
Asian, right?
Quan, yeah. And you like you said, he looked like he got a concussion off
Yeah.
of that
Mhm.
hit, bro.
That was vicious.
Yeah.
Whiplash too.
Whiplash to the wall.
Yes, sir. Oh shit! That's what they did. That's what that means.
Oh, that right there, that.
La vagina.
La vagina, I guess. You have some cool footage. The bad. That's a funny ass thing to draw up, bro.
It happens, though.
Bro, I'll explain this later, but I was at SoFi and then they had the camera and they would be like pointing it toward the crowd and there's this one fool that was going like, I was like, you're fucking
hell no,
gay,
bro.
bro. I was like, that's so extra. And he looked into the camera and was like, I'm like, bro.
That's a little.
Byron, you caught that, right?
That's a little
You did,
suck.
You
bro.
caught
Yeah.
that, right?
Hell
Was
yeah,
he
bro.
looking into the camera too?
Hell nah, bro. I looked away from the camera on that one, bro. That was something.
Whoa, bro.
They're just throwing up that sign. But what? There's a point when they
All right,
throw out
so
the fucking,
it's a.
there it is.
We're living in a sensitive world where
All right, look, but you can't be throwing no beer cans out.
gang
in the field either.
signs, and now pussy signs is just. Where's your dignity, people?
Damn. Oh,
Damn,
he
they're just-
caught it.
Hold on, let me see. Go back.
Nah, they were throwing beer cans at him, bro. Like, yeah, look.
That was the first one, and then he's coming around, and that bullshit happens, and they throw him, and then he
He
catches
caught
that
that
one.
one, yeah.
He's like, come down, motherfucker.
Bro, for real, dog. This is why they'll stop like selling beer cans at,
For a
at
while,
stadiums
yeah.
and shit
Mhm.
because people that
Por pendejos como estos.
straight up. So yeah, that was this weekend baseball.
Entitlement, y'all. Because
That
you know what? That should be misdemeanors or stuff.
Straight
you
up.
know? But they're not gonna do nothing because in New York it's the same shit like LA. You get.
But
right
won't
now.
they get banned from the stadium?
Yeah,
They
I
should be
mean
doing that.
if
They should be doing that.
they're gonna go look through the film. You know, there's cameras
Yeah, I'm
everywhere.
pretty sure they'll ban them from the stadium. You can't come back.
Eso no se hace.
So in hockey, right? I believe the Kings and the Oilers are
Yup.
facing each other.
Yup. Oh, we have the
Right.
first round of NHL.
Is this like already for their final? Or is it like
This is round
playoffs?
one of playoffs.
Playoffs,
Round
yeah.
one,
Okay.
official round one. So,
I'm a
LA
novice when
Me
it comes
too.
to
Yeah,
hockey.
LA team right here.
I
is-
just play on like NHL. I don't play.
The Kings are in there again. Again and then again against the Oilers, and I want to say that's the team that Gretzky played for before he came to the Kings, right?
I remember.
I think so. And that's obviously a legendary hockey player that played for, if I'm not mistaken, the Oilers and the Kings. And it's crazy how too in this winning time series that we've been watching and stuff, how they don't mention how he owned the Kings as well. Because back then he owned. Remember they even had the purple and gold jerseys and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
the Kings and all that. So
I don't think he owned them when he was playing.
I'm talking about Jerry Buss.
Oh.
Yeah. In the winning time one, but yeah, I'm gonna look up Gretzky because if I'm not mistaken, I've seen people with jerseys that had when Gretzky played with the Oilers.
Well, doesn't AEG own part of them?
Yeah, so that's what
The
happened
Kings,
whenever
because that's how Jerry Buzz
when he
right?
got Staples
when he
Center.
got to Staples Center, he made his contract with AEG.
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so he-
there's like the people that work for AEG. That's how they get into Laker games. They get into Kings games because of that.
So
And I believe AEG also with the Dodgers too.
Gretzky came in '79 with the Oilers and left '88 to the Kings and played with the Kings until '96. Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll get into
Yeah.
that next season.
Yeah.
There's something called that's introducing. We'll talk about that another day. But there's something called like the Gretzky Rule that they made after him. Like I said, we'll talk about that later. But
Why don't you say it right now? You brought it up. Come on, no.
because it's kind of, I want to be able to understand a little bit more than just reading.
He doesn't know how to elaborate on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Move on.
But it's a package of 5 rule changes that were implemented after the 85-86 season,
Yeah,
where
he's-
neither team lost a man when coincidental penalties were called.
Why? Because he was that good? It was that type of dude?
Possibly something like that. That's why I want to look more into it.
Possibly.
But that's just the history between those two teams. I would say that they had a really great player, and now they're in the playoffs
like
against each other. And I know it's LA sports, and when it comes to the Kings, that's one team that they've won championships while I've been alive
yeah,
in 2013, and I want to say 2012 or something like that.
yeah.
But yeah, that's when I remember they had
They have a
Jonathan
Stanley
Quick,
Cup.
the really good goalie, and a couple other players that play with the Kings. Shout out to Andy that we had for the Armenia episode. He's a huge hockey fan. Yeah, I think he even played hockey too.
For real?
Yeah. So yeah, it's going on with the Oilers. We'll see what they go. I think their first game is either today or let me see, or tomorrow. Oh, game 1. End of the first, Kings are up 2-1. So go Kings.
All right, who's Katie Taylor, man? Tell me about her.
Katie Taylor, Irish boxing champion that just fought this weekend versus.
You're just saying that because Connor posted it?
No, that's against that was the girl, Puerto Rican girl was the one that Jake Paul was promoting, and Eddie Hearn was promoting the.
That's the
The
one
Irish
that all the
one.
Puerto Ricans.
But that's
were
the one
going
that
for.
They're saying it's
Connor
a
posted.
yeah. He was like Katie Taylor won, like congratulations,
I
but
thought-
other people
I
are
thought you were just saying because of that, but
people are saying that it was like that the other
What
girl
girl-
won.
what was-
Look her up right now.
That's why a lot of
that's
Puerto
the one
Ricans
that
were rooting
fought
for her.
last time, right?
Oh, on his card?
Yeah, is
Could
right.
have been her.
Amanda Serrano.
Yeah, her
Yeah.
exactly. Yep. She
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah,
Let me see the highlights on that, bro.
brother, bring it up, sir.
Don't call me sir, bro.
Sir,
Dang, an hour in, bro.
sir,
It's a lot.
We're
It's a lot to watch, sir.
sir.
I just need a little short snippet, bro.
Okay, you're gonna get it. Don't trip.
You know?
You don't have to watch the whole hour. You're okay.
Exactly, bro.
You're okay. And it's actually only 15 minutes, bro.
That's a lot, bro.
Chill out, bro. Chill out.
It's a lot of my attention span.
So that's Katie Taylor
Uh-huh.
and Amanda Serrano.
So this is an Irish girl versus a Puerto Rican girl?
Puerto Rican
Irish
chick, yep.
wristwatch.
All right, let's just get to the part where she gets knocked out, bro.
They went to decision and you get knocked out.
Ah,
That's why she thinks she got robbed.
because they went to decision.
Oh.
Kate Taylor, yep, in the black versus Amanda Strong in the white. And there was this whole like promo up to the fight where Eddie Hearn was like, they were talking. It was going back and forth with him and Jake Paul, and they even made $1 million bet, which Jake Paul basically lost.
Damn.
And
She was going toe to toe with her.
that was one of the 2 boxing events that happened this weekend.
Oh yeah,
We
Shakur
also had
Stevenson.
Shakur Stevenson that beat the guy that was in Canelo's camp, and that was training with Canelo. And he even said in the interviews like, when I beat this camp, I feel like I'm beating Canelo and his whole team and all that, because he's training with him and all that. And he was even on the sidelines in the crowd for that fighter. But right now, I would say that I'm seeing that in this second round, Amanda Serrano was more of the aggressor.
Yeah,
But she's getting countered.
She's again. Exactly. And and the girl's moving so much that she's missing on the punches.
Yeah. I want to see when they go to the decision and all that. But yeah, what would you guys say about women's boxing right now? And like kind of how you said, Enzo, the last fight she had too. I wouldn't say that it was just hype, but like it's earned hype, too. After the last fight she had.
They don't want to fight Shields.
In certain aspects, I
They
feel
don't want
like
to fight Clarissa Shields, bro.
she was a fuck.
Isn't she in one of
She's
the
in UFC one
She's
now.
in PFL,
PFL,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
but she'll be going back and forth. I think she's about to box soon.
Oh, she is.
Mhm.
She's a boxer that went MMA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why. And Connor even spoke out.
But
and
that's
she was like,
because
I give
she
her
had
credit for doing that.
so many belts that she didn't have anybody. She just wanted new competition.
Yeah, there's Jake Paul right there. Who's this jackass in the pink glasses looking like, what is it, Jimmy Seville, he said?
Do you guys know who that is?
I don't. Do you know?
A pedophile from England.
Oh,
Dirty.
shit. Was he related to boxing at all?
There's a documentary on him on Netflix right now. If you guys want to check it
I will check that
out, go
out.
peep that.
So, yeah, this is what they called the decision out.
What's it called though?
Cerote
Split decision. So, by
let
split
me
decision.
get that for you
So,
right
that's
now.
that's another reason why people are calling it a controversial loss, win, whatever you call it.
Oh,
Because
have you guys?
split decision.
It's unrelated, but
But yeah, we called about Shakur Stevenson. But yeah, last week I also got to work the NFL draft at SoFi Stadium. Bro,
I got to
that-
cut a couple people that wasn't the draft.
That's dope. That's dope. I have to say though, walking on that field, bro, is something else. I heard that they spent alone like $4 million on just that field, bro. And
maintenance.
the crazy part about that field too, that it's like artificial turf, right?
Mhm.
But it had these like little, like black particles in it that kept getting into my shoe and stuff. And man, every time I would go out of the tunnel into that stadium, it just looks like a video game, bro. Everything about it, that big ass, they call it the infinity board or the infinity screen. That shit's badass.
How'd you feel that it's underground?
That's the dopest part.
Because when you enter through the top, and then it's you go down.
I go down,
And that's because of the
Jimmy
FAA. Because since it's next to the LAX airport, by the FAA they can't build up, so they need to
They
build
had it.
underground.
Yeah.
So that's the reason when
Yeah,
you
and it's a
enter in the
trip.
top, you're entering at the top of the stadium,
It's a fun fact.
and then you gotta go down.
But I didn't even get that experience. I got the experience of just like if I was, basically I was working production, but like
Yeah.
if I was a player or something, you go in through the tunnel.
Yeah,
and
at the
then
bottom.
You don't. I never got up to go to the top.
Okay.
But that I found out that stadium fits over 100,000 people when it's like full capacity, and man, it's crazy. It's something else just being on that field, bro. It's funny because anytime they're like, "Oh, can you go get this from the truck?" I'd run down the sideline like if I was like running, and I was like,
Broncos at the
I'd be like the 40,
Disrespect,
the 50,
bro.
the 30, the 10.
Disrespect.
It's called
bro.
Jimmy Seville, a British horror story.
Yeah, but we definitely got to go see something at that stadium at one point. That
I
shit is
believe there's
badass.
something in September that we could watch at that stadium.
Bad
Might
Bunny,
watch
bro.
it twice. I don't know.
Who knows, bro? Who knows? But nah, I mean, I heard that this fool Byron's favorite team's gonna play there soon.
It's really for preseason?
Nah, bro. Las Chivas are gonna play, bro. Against Galaxy, bro.
In September?
I don't know about in September, but there's some.
That's your team, bro?
He's a Chivas
He's
fan,
a
bro.
Chivas
Yeah,
fan,
heck
bro.
You're a Chivas fan, bro?
Yep.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of
He
here.
wishes Chivas USA was back, bro.
Hey, bro,
Nah. He's an OG, bro.
Nah, I wish Chivas was from LA.
He's Chivas de Tijuana, bro. I mean the fucking de Guadalajara, bro.
What the hell, bro? I mean, that's just weird.
That's him, bro.
I'm just messing.
And then he also wants to talk about the Clásico that's coming up this week, bro.
No, that happened this past
Or
week.
happened this past week.
Which
bro.
Clásico, bro?
America versus Cruz Azul.
Bruh.
I thought it was America versus Chivas. That was the Clásico.
Cruz
That's a
Azul and
super
America.
Clásico.
Yeah, but the other one supposedly is like a classic rivalry too. But in other news, man, the UFC just booked some fucking amazing events for the next quarter of the year.
Who's to say?
Mm.
And okay, so we're gonna start off with the first one: Shogun versus
You think that's like oh my god?
versus what's his name, Bam Bam? Yeah, I feel like it is. I feel like that's a good one for the
first of
heavyweight
all-
division.
It's like that's a Styles makes fights, but I don't think it's like oh.
All right, who's the last person who took out Cirugan?
Well, he didn't. Oh, that was when he fought Francis.
Yeah, Francis.
Francis, right? But he took it to the ground.
Yeah, and this is
And
not
then
gonna
when
happen in
and
this
then,
one.
and then when he went against Derek Lewis,
But
he
I think this
controlled
was
it,
gonna
right?
Cirugan's gonna try to get this fool tired.
Yeah,
Nah,
but,
he's gonna do what he did to Derek Lewis.
but
bro.
I think Tuivasa.
Yeah,
Right,
to
he
get him
just
tired.
been all technical.
I think
and then-
Tuivasa can keep up with that a little bit more than Derek Lewis though.
For sure.
Really?
And then Derek Lewis,
For
you
sure.
also got to think about the Derek Lewis effect. He was fighting in Houston and all these things that like it fucked with his mental. I don't think Tai Tuivasa has those problems because they're not gonna go
We're
fight
not
in New
gonna fly,
Zealand
yeah.
and all that stuff. So he's cool. He's straight. And then the next heavyweight fight
So
they
then,
have is
all right, what do you think? If Bam Bam beats Cirugan, do you think they match him with Francis?
okay. So then this is the other fight on the other. So I want to explain the next one which is Tom Aspinall and Curtis Blades. So
And Tom is on the uprising right
mhm.
now.
So Tom
Curtis Blades and on the low.
Yeah, so well, Curtis Blade just is coming off of I think
Yeah, like
2
3
wins or
yeah,
whatnot. So
something.
all these fights, it all depends who wins these fights. If Tom and Bam Bam win these
It's
fights,
heavy fight, bro.
they get lined up on like
Yeah.
a UFC fight night or some shit like that.
But Tom is the one that fought in England, right?
He fought in
He's
England,
really
yeah.
fast for a
Yeah.
heavyweight, correct? Mm.
He just fought the Russian
He might be able to take.
Curtis Blades.
Curtis.
Oh yeah, because I
I
out
think
of
he might take him.
Tom, I would want to compare him to someone like Stipe. He's a very well-rounded fighter. He can do a lot of different things. He's not just a striker. He's not
Mhm.
just a wrestler. I mean, in this last one, he submitted the guy. You know, in England, and that fight I think is also going to be in England. Speaking of another Englishman, Darren Till has a fight versus Jack Hermanson in London as well. So that's another one that's coming up. I don't know. I think that's gonna be cool. That's a good fight for him.
I don't think Darren Till is like that guy anymore.
I think Jack Hermanson's a good
You
style.
don't think he's changed
to-
now that he's been practicing with Kamza?
We're gonna have to see because he hasn't fought since then. So that's gonna be the telltale sign right there.
I mean, don't you think people change if they change their friends?
I think so. I think it's a different.
I feel like it's helping more Kamja than him.
I think both because they both have things. So his wrestling is helping out Darren Till because that's what he's been struggling up against.
But
We'll see, bro. I mean, he's playing up against someone that's gonna want to wrestle him.
of course, but I feel like being the fact that he's on the up and up, and he's being more active, who is it helping more? Being like training with him, Kamja because he keeps fighting more. He's the one that's been fighting more often. Darren Till was the last time he fought.
I want to say was it Kevin Gaslam?
Exactly.
last year?
Yeah, that was a minute
Was
ago,
it
bro.
Gaslam or?
But even Kamsa before that, I almost said Kamsa.
That motherfucker had like a streak where he was fighting every
Bro,
weekend.
before
at
that
one
he
point.
hadn't fought since he fought Zhang Li, and that was last year as well. When he picked up the guy and then threw him next to Dana
This
White.
is only the first quarter of this year. Remember that, bro. It's not like
But another one we have
Nah.
also is Calvin Keator and Josh Emmett. I think that's a good fight for Calvin Keator to get back on a little win streak right there. Macy Barber has a fight versus Jessica Ai for UFC 276 in Las Vegas, July 2nd. Kevin Holland, Tim Means. That's going to be a barn burner for sure.
And he's staying in that lower division.
And 170, I believe so.
Okay.
And for that's who we have. A different thing, Yoel Romero is about to fight in light heavyweight versus Alex Polizzi and Bellator. So that's something not in UFC, but a fight to look forward to. But going to this weekend, we had Chito Vera going up against Rob Font.
you guys watch that shit.
Yeah, I was watching pieces of it.
Stop the cat.
I watched the highlights on IG.
I watched it, if anything,
That
yesterday.
shit was fire. That shit was.
That's when I
crazy.
watched it because I'm able to watch
That
it.
it was whack?
Nah,
Shit was
bro.
crazy,
Rob
Shit was
Font
crazy?
missed weight by like 2 pounds. I want to say 2.5 pounds.
That fool Cheeto was first round. That fool Rob Font had him, and then Cheeto just
Cheeto figured
adjusted.
him out.
He adjusted so well. That shit was vicious. Bro, his hematoma was that deformed his face, bro.
Well, what do you think about? Do you think he should run it back with Sean O'Malley?
Who?
Cheeto, or do you think he should?
Cheeto lost to him?
No, he
beat him. But a lot of people think that
Nah,
it
Cheeto
was
will fuck him up this time around.
because
so.
the
Yeah,
well,
Che-
yeah, that's when he hit him, right? And the nerve died or something.
Yeah,
or
like his leg gave out. And
his
shit.
leg gave out,
Yeah.
and that's what they were saying that like.
so he kind of took the loss, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the time. That was that fight.
So they were saying that like, oh, it wasn't fair or whatever. Like, you know, Sean
I mean,
Almighty.
if that was the case, they should run it back. But I feel like Cheeto, like he showed me some shit that I was
The
like,
one
oh,
that he did
fuck.
lose to was Jose Aldo beat him.
But
So
Jose Aldo is on a tear right now, bro. Have you seen his fights, bro?
yeah, that's
Dude
what I
looks scary
think.
'cause he
I
looks
think
like-
he deserves the title shot.
Yeah, but it's crazy because like him and Khabib
or
were
like
going
Khabib
back
said, nah, you don't deserve it.
because he said that
Khabib-
you don't have
Khabib
two.
to
You don't have two. You can't have a second come in a career.
Nah, it's bullshit. That he's saying that because
Because he hasn't fought in different divisions.
he's never lost either, honestly. So that's why it's easier for someone that's never lost to say you can't come back.
And it's also
It's like-
because you
I don't
know
I hate that. I
it's
hate
some-
that from
yeah, I
Khabib.
didn't like that either.
Because it's like there's so many champions that we've seen come back and get their title back. The prime example, which was I found out she was the female fighter of the year last year, Rose Namajunas. Bro, the way she lost her title and was able to come back and regain
That was
her shit.
mental, though. She lost it because of mentality.
Bro, what are
She
you
even
talking
talked
about?
about
No,
it.
she didn't. She got her head dropped on, bro, when she lost her title.
Have you not heard her interviews?
No, I know what you mean, but that loss was just like I
No,
get
no,
it
no,
if
no,
it was
no,
like
like-
if it was like a fucking like.
Have you
decision, but-
watched her interviews and her talking about it and saying how it was mentally? Like she said that she
mentally,
mentally
bro.
didn't want to be the champion.
Yeah, I know
anymore.
what you mean. Yeah, because she had already
So
defended.
So
it,
she
but just
defeated herself in her mind
that-
before getting into the
that
octagon.
That fucking fight though, when she got dropped on her neck. That
No,
shit was
I get
bad,
you.
bro. I know what you mean though.
Like,
too.
I know what you
I know
mean,
the
like-
interview you're talking about because she does talk about that. and
Yeah, she said a lot about her mental that she was defeated before getting into the octagon. So if you already know that that's her mentality, like obviously, that's what's gonna happen.
That's crazy though, because I feel like when is she fighting again?
When's her fight lined up, Maury?
how Rose, she's fighting this weekend, bro,
Oh shit!
against Carlos Parza. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. But before that, like Jose and so Marlon Chito Vera has all these people in front of him. He's going to take Rob Font's spot, so he's going to be the number 5. And I think he can fight someone like a Dominic Cruz or even a Corey Sanhagen. That would be some good fights for him.
Let him fight Jose Aldo, bro. Let's see it, bro. Jose Aldo in him, bro. Run it back.
I want
bro.
to see Jose for the title at this point.
That'd be crazy.
Sterling dominates him.
That'd be crazy.
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think Sterling
Nah.
dominates him?
I think Jose does some classic shit, and he fucking he attacks his legs
Mm-hmm.
and he fucks up his legs. And
He hasn't done that in a while, though.
He did that in his last fight versus who was it that he fought? That dude.
Yeah, but
Munoz?
he threw a few, but he wasn't throwing them out
Against someone like him though. I see him doing that just because against someone that's gonna want to grapple you, you need your legs, you need that. So I just see him doing that, and man, Jose Aldo is just he's another one that, like, for example, Glover Teixeira, he didn't win the title back then, but he kept it persistent. Now he's the champion at 205.
Mhm.
So I think he has the opportunity. I think Peter Yan is the prime matchup for him. You know what I mean? Peter Yan, we've seen what that happened to him, but even after that fight, he had a resurgence that Enzo has been talking about. And yeah, that's gonna be interesting right there. But kind of going to this weekend on UFC 274. Oliveira versus Gaichi for the headliner.
Oliveira.
And Namajunas versus Esparza in the co-main event. This
Rose.
is the second fight between them, by the way. Esparza and Namajunas fought
Rose.
in the Ultimate Fighter
Rose.
finale of season 23, and Esparza won.
I'm telling them already who I'm choosing. Oliveira, Rose.
Cool.
I got Gaichi. I got Rose. I got Chandler.
Chandler, too.
I got.
I don't want to root for Chandler,
I
but
got Cerrone.
Ferguson has been on the
Just 'cause
downhill.
I'm like, fuck it.
Cerrone as well.
I got Mauricio.
Who's Mauricio, bro?
Mauricio Shogun Rua.
I don't know him,
He's
bro.
fighting again?
Yeah, he's fighting. You've seen him fight. I'll show you.
He's
his-
an
I gotta
OG,
see
bro.
him.
He's an OG. Yeah, he's a former champion.
And
OSP,
Tracy Cortez.
OSP is one of the very few ones.
We're
to get
all
a
going
Von
for
Fluke
Tracy Cortez. I already know that. That's not even a
without
question.
But let's break these down. So Tracy Cortez with the
Who's
first
she
one.
fighting?
She's early
Melissa
prelims.
Gatto.
Early
Show me
prelims
who-
before the main card.
Huh? She's in a prelim fight?
Yeah,
Early prelims.
yeah.
That's fucked up.
You had it already there, bro.
She
Yeah.
has to do more for herself, honestly.
Nah, bro, she's fucking the pretty boy of the UFC.
There you go.
And he just lost. Yeah, so her last fight was a whole ass year ago.
Oh, ass a year ago.
Yep. She went off with a decision win versus Justine Kish. And I don't
What about the other girl?
I don't think that this girl Tracy is also a ranked fighter yet. She knocked out Sijara Eubanks last, and she knocked out Victoria Leonard. And this has been in the last. She's had two
fought,
fights.
Yeah, she's fought more recently.
Yeah, she's fought in
Let's
August
see-
of
let me
last
see
year
her
and
highlights.
December. Yeah, Melissa Gatto. So this girl's coming here to knock out, and I feel like Tracy's more of a grappler, I would say.
Is there anything like highlights from her, like instead of just watching one random fight? Nah, right? She doesn't have many.
Well, I'm seeing back-to-back knockouts right now.
Sure you fought her?
But put the first one. See,
Yeah, she knocks out this girl.
She's Brazilian. Oh.
oh, she's the one with the white shorts.
Yeah. Long and lengthy.
Yeah, she got big arms.
Like my dick.
Look at that back,
back,
bro.
fuck.
Damn,
Goals.
that back is huge to throw those punches. Damn.
Yeah, Tracy's gonna have her hands full, bro.
Well, Tracy likes to. She likes to bang, bro. The thing that I don't like, the thing that she takes too many hits to the face.
That's what I'm saying. She's gonna have her
She
hands
gets
full, bro.
Too many hits to the face. She doesn't move her head. The doctor called it off, or what?
I guess.
She looks discombobulated.
Yeah, it looks like the doctor called it off. Yeah, see?
Oh, her hand broke.
She broke her arm. Damn.
Yeah. The doctor called it off.
That is crazy. Oh, so this one I think was one she knocked out. And Sijara Eubanks is a big girl too. Not a big girl, but like she got power herself. So to hear that she got knocked out, that's like damn.
All right, so we'll have to see. I mean, it's going to be an interesting scrap. They both like to scrap, so. But yeah, we're going with Tracy.
Tracy, all right. Now we got OSP versus Mauricio Shogun Rule. OSP, like I said, he has like I think the only Von Fluke chokes in the UFC. Let me show you guys that. So he has 4 in the UFC. So it's this thing right here. Like you guys will see what kind of fucking. It's a pretty crazy
Way to choke somebody?
Yeah.
He's the only one that has done it successfully?
Yeah, I think him and like one other person, but he's done it 4 times, and that's the most that anybody else has done it.
Oh, wow.
So if he takes Shogun to the ground, this is what could possibly happen to him. It's like that one dude,
Damn,
Alexio.
but that's he just got to get side control, bro. I mean, get side control.
Yeah.
He can crazy.
Well, look at the position he's in. He
Yeah.
look like he's getting.
Like he's getting fucking.
Yeah.
That's what's impressive about it.
And there's been a fight, I forget which one it was, that someone had him in a choke too or something like that, and he reversed it on him.
Yep.
That's wild.
He fought John Jones after John Jones came back from one of his steroid things.
Yeah, but John Jones put like, damn.
But I remember after that fight, DC was like, "Fuck! If I would have fought John Johnson, I would have beat him because he looked like whatever that night." Yeah.
But he was still picking him apart.
Yeah.
Exactly. He just gets side control. That's all.
But look, it looks like he's getting.
But he
like,
puts all the pressure on their
on
their
that,
neck.
yeah.
He puts all that weight. Look, he's pressing down,
Yeah.
bro.
that side control. There it is.
Damn, that was out.
Yeah. Well, he crushed his windpipe, bro. Like, well, not that it destroyed it, but he's crushing on it.
Yeah, you see how? See,
Yeah.
look at that. He starts pressing down.
Yeah, basically your airways get closed out. Look how he lifts his body,
His ass, yep. Pause.
bro.
And then this is Mauricio Rule, bro. This is an OG fight.
Go.
Him and Dan Henderson, bro. Oh, jeez. I want to say,
This is when I started watching
Yep.
UFC.
mhm.
Mauricio was
That's
still-
when Anderson
Mauricio
Silva
still
was
on the huevo.
Anderson Silva was the champion and shit.
This is when GSP was champion.
Yeah.
When Chuck Liddell, Rampage, all the niggas was out there.
This fool Dan Henderson, he has a fight, bro, and I've shown you guys where he knocks out Michael Bisping and then he throws a fucking super necessary elbow.
Who was the one that?
This is Shogun, man. I know
No,
you've
no.
seen him fight before. The one in the white
Who's the
shorts
one
right
that's
here.
talking to?
He's a Brazilian.
Oh, BJ was the one that's on with Joe Rogan right now. You guys seen that interview?
No, not yet. But who do you guys got on this one? Seeing now that you have the two styles, Shogun he'll grapple too, but I see him more as a striker and whatnot. I'm gonna give it to the guy with my name though, Mauricio. Let's do this.
If he can perform that choke, I want to see him perform that choke.
OSP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll go with OSP on that one.
Okay, for sure. Enzo.
I already said it from the jump.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
Byron.
What did I say?
Brua.
Rua for sure. Okay, now we got Lauzon versus Cerrone. Two other OGs in the
Cerrone.
sport. I hope so, bro, because
Cerrone.
this
That's
is his opportunity right here, bro.
You got a backyard, bro?
Did? Oh, it was his brother. Yeah. Oh, inappropriate for some music. It's all good, bro. Watch that shit, dog.
Oh, Superman punch.
Onto the ground. That's some crazy shit.
Oh, giving his back up. Oh, ground and pound.
This is gonna be a good fight.
Oh,
But it being 3 rounds, I think Don Cerrone got this. He's not a headliner. I think he got this. Hopefully Don Cerrone can bounce back.
hopefully he's not going there to get a check like he did against Connor.
Nah,
Bruh.
I hope not.
The way that he was hugging.
Nah,
his
but
mom.
he's never done great when he's on the spotlight. For some reason, he always does good when he's not like the main.
See Cerrone's last fights. This is gonna be his first fight of the year, 2021. He lost to Alex Morono.
He's lost since Connor before Connor.
He lost to Pettis. Lost to Connor. Draw against Nico Price.
Price Nico.
Lost to... He beat Alkinsa by decision. Ferguson. He lost Ferguson and Gaichi. Those are the fucking bad losses he had. The really, really bad ones. So, yeah, hopefully Cerrone has
So
this
since
one.
2019.
I think he
He
needs to
hasn't
shave
won.
the beard.
2019, yep, since 2019. Yup. So we're hoping for a Cerrone victory, and then we have. Would you guys? I mean, it's called a kind of hard to call it the people's main event, but would you call Ferguson Chandler the people's main event, or is it just the main event? The main event.
Nah, I think the main event.
Main event, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but this is
But
a
it's
fan
a good
favorite.
fight. It's a
Fan favorite fight. Fan favorite
Yeah.
because people like Ferguson, people like
Yeah,
Chandler.
yeah, for sure.
And you know what?
What do you think we're gonna get from Tony though?
That's the thing. I think Michael Chandler takes it just because
I
he's
think he's
more
gonna knock
fresh.
him out.
But
So I sent you guys a bunch of
I don't
videos
know
this morning.
if Ferguson, comes
I
with a
have
different
not watched
mentality
it. And
because
then-
he's been on a losing streak.
In those videos, it really breaks down what Ferguson's mindset is when it coming into this fight, and he's going
Mhm.
back to his roots when it comes to wrestling. And
He's gonna try to bust a Kimura or what?
well, he
Early in the fight?
he has a lot of submissions too.
Mhm.
He's that's something that he's really much known for.
I mean, he's known for doing that Kimura, that little roll, like when he tries to get you like that.
His one is the what's it called? The Darce choke. That's the one he
Mhm.
likes to do. The Darce choke is like his signature. He's gotten a lot of those before. The video I sent you guys this morning is when he beat Kevin Lee and he became the interim champion, and he got him by a triangle choke off of his back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this is a very, it's gonna be more of a technical fight in the sense that that's the way I feel like he's gonna come out. Chandler, we've seen him come a lot more hot, and all that. So,
But he's come out hot with guys that scrap. He hasn't come out hot.
Ferguson scraps though too. Ferguson likes to
Against,
scrap. I just feel like this time around Ferguson's gonna be a little bit more methodical and not just want to scrap. Like when he knows he needs to take it to the ground, he's gonna take it to the ground. But Chandler is capable of doing these things as well. So
it's a well-rounded fight.
yeah. So whenever they get the takedowns get stuffed. But what I will tell you guys here is that I feel like Ferguson off of his layoff and he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back a little fresher. And what I'll tell you this is that I think he's gonna show those elbows as well, which he's really good at.
Yeah, Ferguson has a longer
get-
resting time than Chandler.
I think Chandler's gonna get cut up in this fight.
Oh, he always does, bro. But
Yeah.
so does Tony.
But Tony's like when he throws those elbows, those shits are like John Jones level elbows, bro. But yeah, so I got Ferguson on that. What about you, Byron? I know they said Chandler on the table over there. What you got?
Same Chandler.
Chandler, all right. So 3-1 on that one.
You got
It's all
Tony,
good.
bro?
Yes, sir. El Cucuy.
You say he's coming back.
El cucuy
De la mañana.
cucuy de ayer.
El
You say
Cucuy.
he's coming back.
El Cucuy.
No es el
All right.
cucuy de ahora, es el cucuy de ayer.
And then we got Rose Namajunas and Carlos
Rose.
Esparza.
Rose.
Carlos Esparza in 2021 just beat some other Chinese girl that I can't say her last name. She's come off of beating Michelle Watterson, all off of decisions except for her last win in 2021. So I'm counting 5 so far, 5 wins, going back to 2018. Her last loss was to Claudia Gadelia at UFC 225 by decision as well. So she has a long streak, and like I said, she was the first champion at strawweight that they ever had, because they fought the tough finale, her and Rose, and that's when Rose lost. So we'll see how this one comes, but I got Rose on this one too. She's the best.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
Yes, sir.
That's what she was saying in the last fight.
Yeah. Charles Oliveira Gaichi.
Charles, bro.
So this week Gaichi said that he's gonna punch a hole through his face, and that all these other guys have dropped him, and that he's gonna be the one to knock him out. But that's the one thing that I love about Oliveira, man, is that he shows that heart, that he's able to come back in the second round.
That's the one thing that could be scary. That Gaethje is saying that, because the first round, it's kind of like Charles is trying to figure you out, and he lets you do your game. And then once he figures you out, he does like huge adjustments to the second round.
Huge adjustments. So, and that's what Justin has kind of been saying in these videos that I sent you guys, the embedded and all that stuff, that he wants an early finish. And he's like, I'm getting older. I don't want to be fighting like into the rounds is more. He's like, I don't get paid by the minute. I get paid by the fight. So he wants to go in there and knock him out.
But that sounds like it's the old Justin. It's not gonna be
Calculated.
But at the same time,
It's
he's
gonna
talking
be
about he's like, I've always been chaos, but I've learned how to be more controlled chaos
but
and whatnot.
the way he's
Still
sounding
chaos.
right now, it sounds like gonna be a little.
Yeah.
You be
I would
coming
say.
out hot.
I would say, be very calculated.
Yeah, and Charles, he does come out the way you're saying, but at the same time, he's also very like, I was looking at the way that troop boxing that I was telling you guys, and it's all about like, you know how he's throwing up at the Muay Thai stance, throwing up his leg. It's also about defending the takedown, in which Jason Gaethje is capable of. And that's something that Nate Diaz said. He's like, I don't know what this guy's talking about. He got triangle choke in the mount last time by Khabib. So, because
Khabib, bro.
Oh, but I mean, we've seen what Charles can do too. Charles's submissions are fucking some crazy submissions. It's very unique.
Who wins,
all these
Alexander or Charles?
Charles.
Alexander.
Yeah, Volkanovski. If he goes up in weight,
Charles.
you think so?
Charles. Charles, bro.
Charles, bro.
I don't know, I feel
Charles
like-
will put him in a different
I feel
type
like-
of deep waters.
I feel like Alex is the type of dude that will go up to that weight class and do some shit, even though he's just small, but he still has like the capacity, the technical capacity to hold his weight in these. I feel like.
I think so.
You don't think so,
I
bro?
think so. You're
You'd
right.
be like a
but I don't think
Chandler.
that Charles can beat him, or that he can beat Charles.
You'd be like a
don't know.
Chandler, bro.
I don't know. I think he's better than Chandler.
He's still outsized by a lot of these people.
Bro, he used to be 200 something pounds.
No, I understand that,
So,
but still,
height.
all that,
The length.
the length, the reach, and the reach comes in different.
He's already shown against Max Holloway that don't mean shit. Because
Max
he got in on that.
I just,
fucking
yeah, but
reach.
even then, Max Holloway, like, they need to run that shit back. That needs to be ran back. But I think Charles gets him.
Alpha made me a believer, bro.
I think Charles can get him either
Alpha made me a believer.
either by
He
knockout.
made you a believer after the bubbler, bro.
dog. After
After the bubbler, he made you a believer.
after all that shit, bro.
But I think it's gonna be Charles either by submission or knockout.
Against
Gaichi
Charles Oliveira knocks out Gaichi.
knocks him out or submits him.
Nah, I don't know about knocking out.
Put it this way: he knocked out Chandler and he submitted Dustin Poirier. He's capable of doing either one.
I feel like he got. But what happened when Chandler and Gaichi fought?
They went to the end, and that's my thing.
He
It's like
couldn't knock- he
Gaichi.
couldn't knock him out.
He
was giving him
couldn't, but
everything.
Gaichi also couldn't knock out Chandler. But yet Charles
Oh,
Oliveira,
who was closer to knocking who out?
they both got each other
Nah,
back and
fuck.
forth. That was
Gaichi almost had that motherfucker, bro. To knock him out, I think.
No,
Gaichi
that was a
almost had
vergazos fight, bro.
Those-
yeah,
those-
that was a
those-
bit. And
that fool gave
that's
him
why
the
to me
more
when I see
vergazos
those
back.
type of fights and like the fact that one of them didn't get knocked out and
That
then
was the best fight of that card, bro.
and then other people get like don't like I don't know. Like for example, Chandler, I think he knocked out Hooker, right?
Dan Hooker.
But when Dustin and Hooker fight, it was 5 rounds of just vergazos too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that Dustin actually said. Dustin
I
said
feel
that he's
like-
about to get the winner of Chandler and Ferguson.
I feel like what happens sometimes is that if you could be fighting and hitting vergazos, right? But if you don't touch that button, you're not gonna go down.
Yep.
It's until you hit that button, bro. So it's who gets lucky and touches the button first.
But again, when we talk about Charles, he makes great adjustments. And against Chandler, he got knocked down in the first round. Made adjustments,
You see,
knocked
but
him
that-
out.
You see, but he almost the bell saved that fool.
Yeah.
So if he would have got
From the continuation.
you know what I'm saying? If he would have got dropped earlier in the round, he probably would have not gotten out that first round. So who's to say? Moving on.
I think that
Moving on.
Chandler would have taken it to the ground and they would have rolled and
Round
could have been able
two.
to.
Round 2 in the NBA playoffs.
¿Qué pasó en la NBA?
Well,
It's a number of eliminations.
Bulls eliminated Nets, Raptors, Hawks, Pelicans, Jazz, Nuggets, and Timberwolves
Who's the
all
most
gone.
surprising out of all these? Obviously, there's a
The Nets.
sore eye right there.
Yeah, the Nets.
But who's the next one that you're like, damn,
The Nuggets.
really?
Yeah.
Nah, giving their matchup now.
I think exactly. And then didn't have Jamal Murray.
That's the thing. I can't wait. Like, if they had Jamal Murray, that'd be a whole different game.
All right. So who out of these?
To be honest, just the Nets and maybe the Raptors. Maybe, but not even so much because, you know. But
For you,
yeah,
it's the
I would
Bulls,
say the
right?
Nets.
I wouldn't say the Bulls.
You're going to say the Bulls?
I wouldn't say-
Nah, they were
But they
different.
don't
For me,
have-
I've
they
been
don't
saying
have
all season
Lonzo.
long, they didn't have a bench, though.
That
But no,
and
it's
then they're
'cause
going up
they
against the
had-
defending
look,
champions.
Look. This is what happened. Once they lost their bench when Lonzo went down because he was coming off the bench. So once he went down, their bench didn't have the leader on the bench. So they were just playing like they weren't cohesive,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because they didn't have their general. And he's the type of general that could play both sides. Because I mean, both starters and the bench doesn't matter. But his role was to come off the bench. Just that's what I feel hurt that team. But
Yeah, if they can,
They didn't have
if
size
they can,
either.
They can keep their core and get
they need to
get
go
a better
size.
bench.
Yeah, then you gotta go get a big.
Woo. They could
They
become.
should,
really
they should
good.
trade for Rudy Gobert.
I mean,
Right,
just-
he wants
Rudy
to get
Gobert
traded.
wants to get traded.
That's the rumors that he already debunked though, saying that there's a new rumor every day.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
I mean, who's to say that there was smoke though?
That rumor.
He's the one that just said that there's a new rumor every day.
So about Donovan Mitchell, the
Hey, bro,
Lakers.
look, bro. Rudy Gobert has no like leverage or anything. This motherfucker shut down the NBA, right?
What does that mean?
That means he has no like credibility. Like
You crazy, bro. He's the defensive player of the year.
no,
like,
in that
a few
aspect
times in
on
a-
the basketball court completely. What I'm trying to say is off the court rumor shit. You fucked yourself over by touching all those mics, motherfucker. You just shut down the NBA after that. Remember that? Remember that? You guys remember that?
Bro, that was inevitable. The NBA was gonna get shut down regardless.
Yeah, but
Because everybody thought you could get COVID that
he
way.
took it too
The
far.
the games were already.
He went too far.
Didn't his family die too?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Karl Anthony Towns' family.
Right.
died.
It was Carl's or his?
Karl Anthony Towns lost a lot of people with COVID.
Right? That his mom and his dad, right?
I'm not sure about his dad. I know his mom died for sure.
But also when it comes to the Bulls, they're also facing the defending champions.
Yep, the Bucks.
It's hard
Yep.
to defend Giannis, and we saw that yesterday because the Celtics lost game one.
He's just
Bro,
a
he was
unicorn.
playing rough, dog.
Bro,
That looked like 80, like almost 90s basketball, dude. He was
I feel like
pushing,
the
schooling.
The Celtics played Kevin Durant rough.
really,
right?
like they
They
defended
were
him hard.
fucking-
Yeah.
Nah, they were playing 80s Celtics
yeah,
basketball.
yeah, no,
games.
they were.
They were bumping his ass every like,
Yeah.
full court too. So they thought that they could do that to fucking Giannis, and Giannis.
And
is
they don't know what
he's
a beast he is.
He's a thicker individual.
Greek freak, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
They're like,
he looks
KD
skinny.
is scrawny.
Yeah.
And it's
that
like,
but this fool,
swole,
he
bro.
looks skinny, but like he got swole.
Bro, his shoulders say it all, bro.
They're huge, massive. So
That's
I-
one player we got like next season we have to watch. That's the game on the calendar we have to go watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Lakers Bucks.
For sure. But it's crazy because, you know, Joel Embiid went down with a broken up optical bone or
Orbital.
Yeah.
Orbital.
caught an elbow by Siakam, I think,
Mhm.
Yep.
and that's
That's a blow for the Sixers.
Heat is won. The Heat just won today, by the way.
Yeah.
they beat the Sixers.
Yeah, they beat the Sixers.
Yo, did you guys see Jimmy Butler tripping out on the? There was a I think there's a Grand Prix in Miami right now, or this weekend there was, and he was in the car with one of the Formula One drivers, and he was going super fast on the turns, and Jimmy Butler was shitting bricks. She was funny as fuck.
He's
I
never
think
been
I-
at that speed.
Yeah, I think I said.
He's like, I drive fast. Oh, never mind. I don't drive this
I
fast.
think I sent you the. I think I sent you
Yeah, that's some other shit right there. But
I think that's what happened.
Byron, you know what it is, right? Byron, it's not that scary, right, Byron?
Nah, once you get used to it. No.
bro, this motherfucker threw up. What is he saying?
Oh, that's true.
Hey,
that's
man.
true, that's true.
That's a different story.
Nah, bro.
Hey
it's
man,
I-
he's like,
I
hey
didn't-
man, why
I
you
didn't
bringing up
really-
old shit?
I didn't really sleep the previous night though. So.
We kept him up, bro. Good times. You gotta go back and do that shit
I
again.
didn't throw it for sure. Nah, y'all gotta come back and do it with us.
Yep.
That's
Just
just
fun.
No, I'm like, we gotta just go to Vegas again and like,
And y'all gotta
I'm
drive
down.
the car
Yeah,
with
yeah,
us.
yeah. Once,
Be on the track with us.
once, Enzo, you have the next child, and you know they're settled in and everything. We're gonna do it.
Can do it be so forward.
Nah, bro, we got expenses this year, fortunately. But we're gonna do it the right
Anything
way.
is possible.
Anything is possible. Nah, bro. Cause how much was that? Shit was like 500 for 10 laps.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Like
Yeah,
me and Manny gotta make that bread, bro.
Bro, you working gigs now, bro.
But so what, bro? That doesn't mean that I don't got other
He's
expenses,
saving
bro.
for his Civic, bro.
Yeah, bro. I still need.
Nothing,
I'm gonna go. Look. I'm gonna go drive that shit for 10 laps. I'm gonna get my car for like the next 10 years, bro. Like, come on, bro. Priorities here. You know what I mean? Like
He's trying to get his Civic, bro.
$500 right now. That's like towards the down payment. You know what I mean? Like
Bro,
calculate
each gig,
Calculate.
each gig, put $50 aside.
and then hopefully for
Then
next year.
Because
look,
by
that's
the 10th
just-
gig
that's-
you got
My guy, that's
the
just
hotel,
that's just the 10
you
laps.
got the fucking 10 laps. You got everything by the 10th gig that you set the $50 aside for, brother.
Well, yeah, but that again, that's just
I mean,
one
I'm
thing.
talking about you. I mean,
We'll get there.
We're talking about $300 a day days, $200 a day days. I have those type of days. So it's like when you start having those type of days and you want to set yourself up for certain things, you just set it like a 20 here away, a 50 away. A 100
Yeah,
you know
but,
what I'm saying?
like,
Depending on
there's
how generous.
there's
you
a
wanna be.
priority list, and that's not
Of
that.
course, bro.
that's
But
like
imagine mine.
The Civic is the
way
priority.
down.
Imagine mine and imagine
Way
yours.
down. That's what I'm saying.
It's a
Yours is
huge
the third
difference.
kid.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And I'm
exactly.
still like, I'll make it happen.
So yeah, that's your
Yeah.
priority, but mine's are other ones. But the priority right now for the Warriors is to make sure that
Pussy.
Draymond Green doesn't get suspended, because I think after a certain amount of technical fouls and everything, you get suspended for a game and whatnot. I think that's what him that one year that he like supposedly hit LeBron. Like, he
They'll
had
be aight, bro.
a good amount of
Oh.
things.
They'll be aight this year.
Enzo, flagrant or not?
What?
Flagrant or not?
The foul that Draymond Green did.
Yeah.
Flagrant or not?
Flagrant
Flagrant,
warranted to
bro.
get kicked out of the game?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Manny?
Why we going
I
back?
already had told you this.
why we
It's
going back in
definitely a
history?
flagrant
Why we
too.
going back to history. It's already happened, bro.
Because he's recording it. That's why.
The 73 team already lost, bro.
Yeah, but we're in 2022 and they're up against the Grizzlies right now, which is a very hot team. And
They only up one. They only won
They're
by
up
one.
one. Yeah, exactly.
And they got lucky that John Morant missed that layup.
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys expect for game 2?
Oh,
Nail biter.
yeah.
Another one. 7-game
Yeah.
series?
Yes, sir.
It
Yeah.
could be.
Yep.
Yeah. It
Yep.
could be.
Who takes it?
Here's the other thing, because the
Who's to
Grizzlies were
say?
defeating them. during the
Enzo,
regular
you got to
season.
choose somebody,
I
man.
can't choose nobody. I like both players.
I do too.
I got
First.
John Morant's jersey.
I,
His rookie
But you don't got
I
Steph
want
Curry's.
Ja.
Not
I
yet,
want Ja to
because
make
the
it
one I
though.
want the one that I want.
You want the blue one? The new one?
I want the one that says California on it.
I want the new blue one on that they just dropped recently with the red lettering.
Matter of fact, let me see on fucking. Let me look on.
Look at that later, bro. Look at that later.
Nah, bro. 'Cause
You're on camera right now, bro. Everybody's looking at you disengaged,
be
bro. It's not
like-
okay.
I'm gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah, bro. Everybody looking at you disengaged right now, bro. But so next one, I would
So
have
many
to.
other people.
I would have to say that the Warriors are gonna take it though. I see them going to the finals. The Grizzlies are just gonna.
Dude, you don't think the Grizzlies take it?
Nah, I feel like
I think they're gonna take
they
it. bro.
they're gonna get
They can surprise the
Exposed.
Warriors.
the Warriors just are just deep, bro. Also too, man. They have a good bench. They have everything all around.
Doesn't matter, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Grizzlies can surprise.
Fuck.
They got a solid squad.
They do, but they're still a young squad, and the Warriors have been there, and they're
The
gonna, that's what's gonna make this series where like I can't even see it being a 6-game series. I can see the Warriors just putting on them, and then they figure out John Morant too enough for it with the defense, and that's gonna be it too. So I got the Warriors winning that series.
I'm gonna just say going to
Same.
7. Going to 7, and who knows? It's toss up. Barring injury too, because Steph Curry could get hurt easily, and so does John Morant.
Yep. Now what about this Dallas Suns series right now? I want to
Suns.
Suns, bro. They were running through them, bro.
Yeah, right now it's 102-83 in
Yeah,
the
they
fourth
were
quarter.
running through
Dallas is down.
Dallas, dude.
How many
They locked Luka down, and then also the big mans in the
this is
Suns.
game 1 or game 2?
Game
Game
one.
one.
Yeah, come on, guys. It's a lot of basketball to play.
It is,
Remember,
but the way they
Devin
were
Booker-
locking down,
Devin Booker has injuries, yeah, but there's
he already came
adjustment.
back. He's playing this game.
Exactly, and he still has that injury though. He shouldn't have came back soon. He's playing too soon.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna tell you something.
so
Manny.
is Luca. So anything can happen. They
there
can
was
get,
a year in the. I think they talk about this in the Magic series. They talk about the Memorial Day massacre. The Lakers had game 1 against the Boston Celtics, and they got fucking destroyed in that series. That game, they came back and won the championship.
and they
that season.
adjust, bro. It's a
Mhm.
7-game series. That's why
You gotta beat them 4 times.
That's why in the NBA in the playoffs it's a different monster because
and that, yeah.
the coaching comes into play way more than in a regular.
It's kind of
season.
like
Mhm.
Champions League, bro. The fact that you
Yeah.
play 2 legs, they don't do that for the final though, huh?
No, only one.
So I think that would add a different effect if it was a 2 legs in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And the Super Bowl too, it's one and done type of shit.
Yeah.
Like
You only have a half to adjust.
yeah, half and quarters basically. That's it.
No, it's a half. That's
And baseball, you have
That's it, buddy.
each
And quarters, bro.
You can
A half
adjust
and
it's
between
very
each
rare
quarters.
that a team adjusts from third to fourth quarter. It's more only in the halftime that they adjust completely, and you say,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, they
and
have
then,
adjusted."
And then MLB, you also have a series of
because remember,
games.
Yeah.
remember, we saw Atlanta take a 21-3 lead against the New England
28-3, yeah.
Yeah, remember? And then
Mhm.
the fucking second half, bro. This
Tom Brady
motherfucker
went off. Yeah, so that all these that's the difference between having a one and done series and then just a full 5 games, 7
Well,
games.
it's because they'll get to know each other so well.
Yeah.
Hold up, is that his
Yeah.
number 10 or 13?
12.
12. There it is. TB12.
Yeah, he would know. Ooh.
It's the TB12
Oh.
method.
Hey, bro, we know he wants the Sixers to win, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. He wants a
He's-
Sun
The
Sixers finals.
Sins,
What?
yeah, that's what.
So you can have Charles Barkley all fucking. Oh my God, our teams are in the finals. Oh my God.
And they're both gonna lose because I give them bad juju.
How they would both lose?
That's true, huh?
He did play for both, huh?
Yeah, bro. So I'm looking at you like, what?
Nah, I would say
And he
this.
played against Jordan with the
First of
Suns,
all,
right?
First of
Yeah.
all,
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I feel like it's gonna be the
Bucks?
Suns and the Bucks.
I think
Again?
hell no. It's
Oh
I
no,
got Warriors
my
Bucks.
Warriors
Warriors
Bucks.
and
I'm
Bucks.
fucking.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. It's gonna be the Warriors.
Oh, I actually have been saying Warriors Celtics
But-
in that first round. But the
bro.
Bucks, I think they're gonna
The Bucks is just too big inside.
Mhm.
Giannis is too big for the like. This is gonna be that. This series is gonna make Tatum or Jalen go to hit the weight room.
Yep.
It's gonna be like that shit where it's like,
And they're just gonna come out beefier next year.
yeah, it's like that.
It
shit.
sucks, bro, because the East for the longest had LeBron, which kind of had that same big ass body and all this shit, and now
you
it's
gotta
Giannis.
Yeah, real shit,
Unstoppable.
real shit. But the thing is, this is a different animal though.
Yeah.
This guy could average
He could dunk.
5 blocks a
With the
game
same
if he
beast.
wanted.
He's
though.
even improved his free throw
Different
shooting.
animal, but it's the same beast.
No, don't do that, bro. That's only Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, no, he's changed a lot.
Don't do that, bro. Even though Kobe Bryant gave him his blessing. Damn, bro, I can't believe I fucking missed on those shoes yesterday, bro. Shit.
I heard that I think it's Lakewood and Inglewood Shoe Palace have a QR code for you to raffle.
When?
I'll find out, but I don't think they did it yet because those are the only 2 stores that are gonna get them, from what I've heard. But yeah, so
Who'd you hear that from?
His,
I got
his
my
connects,
Can
bro.
you please get me into that, bro? Cause fuck, bro, I'm so hurt that
I can just get you the
overslept for this.
QR code.
Yeah,
That's all I
bro.
can do. Cause even when I asked them, they was like, "Here's the QR code," so I'll send it to you. Yeah. So it sounds like you guys are saying we already got this. So for the most part, it's gonna be Warriors Bucks. Is that what you think, Manny, as well?
Yeah.
Byron.
Warrior-
No, never mind. Byron's saying Suns
For the
Sixers.
finals, right? I'm still torn because the Western Conference Finals is gonna be interesting.
I think it's gonna be like how I mean.
The Warriors and Suns.
I
It's gonna be
also-
Warriors and Suns, but I think the Warriors are just gonna put the smack on them because they've already
but-
dealt with
but-
Chris Paul
Yeah, but
and
Chris
Klay
Paul-
Thompson. I feel like Klay Thompson has a chip on his shoulder right now
So
because.
does Chris Paul against the Warriors.
But I think Klay Thompson does right now
Remember,
because
he
they.
lost to the Warriors 3-1 lead. Doc Rivers.
I feel like
when he was on the Clippers.
Devin Booker too is like. He's taking the you could say the shine at shooting guard over Klay Thompson, especially because Klay Thompson got injured and all that stuff. And I think Klay Thompson
but
has way better defense and he can lock him up. I think that's the difference maker in that series.
okay, but I feel like it's the same kind of systems. They're very similar. They play very fast. The up tempo, they're moving.
It's gonna be a fun series.
It is.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't know why half of me feels like this one is set up for CP3.
Mm-mm.
I do feel like it is, bro. This is his year, bro. He had 14 to 14.
You think it's gonna be the Bucks and Suns again?
I mean,
They're gonna run it back?
I feel like the way he's playing, barring injury, all these guys are an injury away from anything happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because the guys that are in the playoffs right now, besides Giannis, are injury prone.
Yeah.
They even down to James Harden in the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They all have they all go down with shit. So, and already one has gone down. Devin Booker went down for two
Embiid has
games.
gone down.
Oh, now yeah.
Embiid.
Oh yeah. Oh, shit. He
Yeah.
just went down.
Mhm.
Another injury prone player.
Luka was injured prior to the.
Yes, he did. Was.
Yep.
Yeah. His
So-
team pulled out for the first round.
So, shit. You could lose a player to a technical foul or to an injury, and that could change the
whole series, yeah.
Yep.
So can I play something I heard that one of my clients sent me today? It's about basketball, and it's about the NBA and the playoffs. It's very interesting. A former referee said this.
Yeah. So tomorrow, while we bring that up, tomorrow we're gonna have Bucks versus Celtics
Hold on. Let me
and Warriors versus Grizzlies game 2. Looks like the Mavs are gonna drop this game 1.
It's gonna be in Memphis, right? That game 2.
No, it's the first 2 games are in.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Referee exposed the league for rigging games to avoid sweeps. A representative in and you watch the games, and when a team is down 3-0 in the series, they show you film of the previous 3 games and they tell you what to look for and what to concentrate on. And what they do is they program and train those referees to make calls for that team that's down in the series So it doesn't become a sweep. It goes from 3-0 to 3-1, maybe 3-2. Generates a lot more revenue and income for the
What's with
entire
the
league.
music being all honest?
I know, huh?
I'm like,
That's
People are supposed to be like
Music-
frightened by
the
oh my
music
God.
is like trying to get you scared.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this, dude?
But what I'll say about that is
Oh my
that
Lord.
It's
I
a possibility.
I totally believe it, and it takes a really fucking good team to be able to overcome that shit.
It's a possibility, all that. I don't doubt that stuff. I mean, you got to make stuff entertaining.
I mean, I'm gonna use this right now to transition to soccer because I know there was a game that happened this weekend that was like very controversial, right? The Milan one.
Oh, with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So what happened? What did you do?
Yeah. So, but weren't refs involved in that whole thing too as well?
Yeah.
So okay,
Mhm.
so can you break it down? So kind of relating the two.
Put the play up because I don't remember the play. I know that it happened, but I don't remember the play.
All right, but tell me,
We had another one.
tell
that
me who
was
died though.
contra-
Tell me someone that died.
That's
the-
so messed
what you
up.
say?
But rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yes,
Forgive
sir.
Maury for saying that. So Italian super agent Mino Raiola passed away on Saturday, the 30th. Yeah, Saturday. He passed away. It's sad to hear that. He was the agent for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Paul Pogba, Erling Haaland, and many other players. And he was, especially for this summer, it was going to be very crucial for him to move his players around.
Was it the Copa Italia?
What did he die from?
They haven't released a statement on what he actually died for. However, that they've talked about that he was having health complications. He had a surgery back in January, and he was coming in and out. The other interesting thing to me was that they had already pronounced him dead a few weeks ago, and he came out and said, he's like, man, the media is always killing me. Like, you know, it's just false stories. And now this time, it was interesting to see how, like, when this was released, a lot of people were kind of like, oh, it's fake news, because just a few weeks ago, he said, oh, it's fake news. And then you saw the players that he actually was an agent for, them actually say, like, oh, rest in peace. And then that's when, like, the media started believing it, you know?
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, oh, snap, no, he really passed away, you know? So, yeah, man, it sucks. You know, the dude died at 54 years old. So it sucks for those players, too, that they lose he was one of the most influential soccer agents to have. So it sucks for those players that lost him. And then it's like, I don't know who they're going to get, or if, you know, he had someone else that could be his backup. I don't know what's going to happen with those players and who's going to represent them, or if they're going to have to try to look for another agent.
Who was Milan playing?
It's this weekend. Just look at
Fiorentina.
let me see who they played this weekend.
'Cause that's the closest highlight I have. It was a day ago. Was that they game yesterday or not?
It should have been on Saturday.
Milan or Inter Milan?
Nah, hold on.
Cause I don't know. See that? I just see their game versus Fiorentina. But Chivas though, bro.
Horribles. Oh, that's Chivas.
And then who did the Saints get, Byron?
Oh, the Saints just got a safety, Tyrann Mathieu, who you played it for LSU back in his college days.
He's just
So
with
it's a homecoming game.
He was just with the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs.
Mm.
But I believe he started with the Cardinals.
Yeah, and then the Saints also drafted a wide receiver in the first round.
Chris Olave.
Yep.
Is he good?
Yeah,
Ohio
it looks
State
like
Buckeye.
it.
Yep.
His stats pretty good too. So
The Broncos went very heavy on
going.
Defense?
defense. Yeah.
They need it.
Yes, sir. And we got a tight end as well.
And I believe the Rams just traded for a cornerback that they had named Troy Hill.
Yeah, who
Tariq
is
Hill?
that guy, bro?
Tariq Hill or Trey Hill?
Troy Hill. He was with the team back in 2020 when they went to the Super Bowl, I believe. And some of the players are just glad to have him back, from what I've read.
Chris Olave was pick number 11. And then I think they had another pick in that
On the
first round.
19th.
19th.
We
They got an
got
offensive tackle. Got that. They got a cornerback from Tennessee.
We also got a defensive end from
Linebacker DeMarco Jackson.
the Air Force.
Jordan Jackson.
Defensive tackle, sorry.
Yeah, defensive tackle. Yeah, so the New Orleans Saints got some decent picks right there. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted a QB out of
Kiddens, something like that.
Kiddens, yeah. Out of the University of Pittsburgh as well. So he's staying put, and it's cool that Pittsburgh has a new
retired.
new NFL, and Dwayne Haskins passed away because he was their QB. He was supposed to be the QB this season.
Actually, they also signed Trubisky.
I think he was their
crazy.
backup. He was a second string QB.
Yeah, he was.
But he was a Heisman Trophy winner and all stuff, so he could have gotten that spot anyway, anytime. I mean,
That's crazy, bro. He like
I just sent you the tweet.
the way he passed.
It's because the way what the goalkeeper does. So they say that what the goalkeeper does. That was a controversy. What the goalkeeper does, that he doesn't actually try to get the
what
ball.
was the game? Because I can't find my phone right now.
It was the one you were talking about, AC Milan versus Fiorentina. It's because when the guy scores the goal at the 82nd minute, instead of trying to trap the ball, he just throws his hands back and lets the ball go through. So they were saying like, oh, the match could be fixed.
So not exactly what the referees in.
No. It just looks like a fixed match.
Oh, really?
Because it's like, why
Can
would
you
a
show me something,
GK put his hands back when they score a goal?
Where did he put his hands back? On a penalty or?
Goal comes in at the 88th minute. Go back a little bit right there. That's where the goal comes in.
All right, here it is.
So like instead of going to get the ball, instead of trapping it, he just PC.
but he threw his foot out.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Hold on.
but they say like it looks like he's
Little
trying to
sus.
sell it. Yeah,
Hold on.
because you could grab that ball, bro.
Let me see. Nah, his hands were look.
Bro, you could grab that ball, bro.
Nah, I feel like that doesn't look rigged.
As a GK.
I feel like he got faked out by the player. Look, because of the move.
And then
But
the defender,
honestly think it's rigged?
and then the defender in front of him too could have deflected it, so he could have been preparing himself for that reaction.
The reason that they're saying this is because this is a very close race. If you go to like the stats on it, just put Serie A, and then you could see look at the standings. Yeah, AC Milan and AC Milan are
2 points.
2 points away.
And then Napoli's 5 points from Inter.
So that's why this whole controversial
And
is like
Juventus
how
is at
close
69.
the race is, and then they weren't even winning that game, and
And it's
then
in
that just
Italy.
happened. So it's kind of like, did that happen? Like, you know,
But why would how much did they pay the goalkeeper then?
who's to say, right?
who is to say?
if it's rigged,
Yeah.
somebody's got to get paid.
You know who won the?
Hmm.
You know who won the league this weekend?
Who did?
Do you know who won the league this weekend, bro?
Let's see if they win tomorrow, though.
Rat?
Did you know who won? Real Madrid, bro.
Let's see if they win tomorrow, though.
They won the week this weekend, bro.
Manchester, bro.
They were like, woo, a la Madrid.
Thought your
Well, my,
team was-
my father is a Real Madrid fan, and that's all I was hearing this weekend, sir. I had to watch the whole celebration because he was bumping it,
All
bro.
of a sudden.
You know, so I was like, all right, sir.
All of a sudden.
Man, you won today, bro. 3-0, bro. They beat Brentford. They were like, oh, goal from Ronaldo, goal from Varane, goal from Bruno Fernandes, bro.
Was a savage out there playing still.
Yeah.
I would have took a leave in absence, honestly.
Yeah, Ronaldo, yeah, man. Hey, he scored 18 goals, man, this season. So, I mean, it's not bad, bro, but he's got to have one more solid squad around him. Where's see what the new coach does when he actually comes in and what he builds around him. Because they're about to lose about
I don't think
10 players.
I don't think that they should build around him. I think he should be a complementary piece to what they're building. Because he's too old now, you know?
No, definitely. But it's still like, let's see. Because the rumors are he's not leaving. At least that's what the rumors up to right now. That he's not leaving. So if he's not leaving, it's kind of like, okay, what are you guys going to do? with him?
has it.
Even though I think, in my personal point of view, he should leave.
Go away.
I think he should come to MLS.
Where?
But
Miami.
the reality of
Miami
why
FC?
I see him going back to is back to I think this team is called Lisbon. The team that he came out of, Portugal, because his mom's dream is always for him to return and play there. So I think that if he does leave Man U, he probably goes to Portugal and plays there. You know. So let's see what happens.
Tomorrow, Real Madrid is going to play against
Man
Manchester
City.
and they will not have David
Alaba
with them.
No.
Alaba,
He's out for an injury. Nacho's gonna
He didn't
take.
play on Saturday either.
No, Nacho's gonna take his place.
So that could also be
Nacho Libre.
But here's the other
Something
thing.
right
This is another reason that Real Madrid didn't have control of the midfield during that first leg was they didn't have Casemiro because of suspensions. He had too many cards, so he was suspended for that
and they're
first
behind
game.
right now in the aggregate.
And Casemiro is gonna be there tomorrow, so that makes a huge difference for their midfield.
So tomorrow,
And it's home court advantage for Real Madrid, even though they're down by 1 goal.
question: if Man City wins, does that count as 2 in the aggregate, or just doesn't count
What do you mean?
on the aggregate? Because I know that used to be a thing where if you were away,
This year they took that off.
okay, so
So it's whatever who has the most points.
so Manchester City basically has to either score a goal or just not let Real Madrid score.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Or if the game ends 0-0, Man City wins.
Yeah,
it.
right. As well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, like Real Madrid have to score 2 goals to be up, basically.
And then
They would have to
not
win.
let them score.
And not let them score. And if they do score, then they just have to go 3-1.
Okay.
You know?
And then we also have Liverpool. Oh, actually, Liverpool and Villarreal is tomorrow.
That's Wednesday.
Wednesday is actually Real Madrid
Yeah.
and Man City. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's so tomorrow we have Villarreal versus Liverpool.
And Liverpool ran through those fools already.
Pause.
Yeah.
Oh, 0-2-2-0.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this when it's like when you see this when it's like 2 English Premier teams and 2
Spanish
teams?
I mean, those are the top leagues right now, in my opinion. The top leagues, because if you look at the competition that's in those leagues, like how competitive those leagues are, that's when you notice like the money that they have to bring players to actually fill up their clubs. Like the Spanish league, I know that sometimes we sum it to just 3 teams because those are the top teams like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid.
Sometimes Valencia.
But like Sevilla invested a lot of money into their squad. Valencia that you brought up, also Villarreal as well.
I was about to say them too.
You know, so it's like there's a lot of competition within the Spanish league right now. There's also a lot of competition within the English league, where like the English league,
All the
literally
London
every
teams.
year there's about 6 to 7 teams who
all
can win the
London
league.
teams and shit.
Yeah, so it's like
And
when
there's
you
how many London teams? Man U.
No, Man U's for Manchester. London, you have
Chelsea.
Spurs, Chelsea, West Ham, and I believe there's another one that I'm forgetting.
Spurs?
Yeah, well, I already said
Oh,
that.
yeah, Tottenham,
Spurs,
yeah.
Chelsea, and West Ham. I think those. Oh, Arsenal. Arsenal's the other one. That's the
Liverpool?
4th one. No, Liverpool's from Liverpool.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't even know those were 10.
Liverpool and Everton are in the same city. Everton is part of Liverpool.
Híjole.
Yeah, and then Manchester City and Manchester United, same city. Yeah.
So one of the some of the people that own
United.
Huh?
I wonder if Man U flies United.
some of the Dodger owners were about to. They put a $5.3 billion bid
Chelsea?
for Chelsea, and it fell through this morning.
Yeah, because Serena and Lewis Hamilton won it.
Interesting.
You gonna hear about that?
Yeah.
Said last week.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of it and sell it. And if he doesn't sell it, it's going to hurt the club because they can't renew contracts right now. The players that their contracts are expiring, that's it for them. Like, they got to move on to a different club because they can't purchase. They can only sell right now.
That dude was like, you know that guy.
He's an oligarch.
Well, yeah, but he was like buddies with Putin.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And Putin tried to kill him because the war started. He didn't ask Putin for permission to be in the talks. He just did it. And then Putin must have done something because he fell ill and his face was falling off and everything. And then now I think they said that he healed up a month later, and he's back in the in the talks. But I guess he got more security around him or something like that. But they were saying that he was in the talks a lot and funding the thing, and he even stepped away from Chelsea because he was trying to have the governments. He didn't want the governments of the world to sanction him, but they ended up still sanctioning him.
Yeah, the English government sanctioned him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Champions League will be May 28th. Probably be in the conference finals by that time in the NBA. Be interesting to see it there. But thank you guys so much for joining us today on
Have a good one.
Sports Wave. If you're listening to this, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to us. Check out our website, thecurrentpod.com.
Like,
Peace.
share, subscribe, motherfuckers.